Regulators have closed Silicon Valley Bank. According to the Wall Street Journal, it is the second biggest bank failure in U.S. history. And with me today is Dr. Olaf Groth, global strategist and faculty at UC Berkeley Haas School of Business. So, Doctor, tell us what happened here today.
Good talking to you, Ryan, as always. And that's a really dark day for a lot of entrepreneurs, right? As they're trying to get their deposits back from Silicon Valley Bank. What happened here is essentially a perfect storm of two things coming together. Silicon Valley Bank was trying to support its own finances by selling off stock and treasuries at a loss because these treasuries had come down in principal price because interest rates have been going up. That's how, treasuries and bonds work. And as they were selling those off, it was essentially, supporting its own cash flow, but at a loss. And so that panicked a lot of the entrepreneurs that had cash with Silicon Valley Bank. And Silicon Valley Bank, in turn, was overexposed on tech businesses, right? I think something like 96% of its assets are actually, deposits are actually in tech and healthcare businesses. And so very high risk, right? So when this kind of runoff happens, you go belly up. And that's exactly what happened. I really feel for those entrepreneurs who are now wanting their cash back and can't get it.
Long term, what does this happen? What happens to Silicon Valley here?
Well, that's a great question, Ryan. I think, liquidity is obviously key. Cash is king when you're a startup. And so we're going to have to see what the knock-on effect is. As it is, of course, VCs and startups have been battening their hatches, in anticipation of either a soft or a hard landing in this economy. And so this obviously doesn't help because, people need cash to pay their employees and to invest in new tech and scale out of their businesses. So the impact could be quite negative, frankly. And we're also seeing a bit of a potential knock-on effect here. We've seen the KPW index for banks taking a nosedive, about $80 billion of value destroyed, at banks nationwide. This could have international ripple effects because, people are, of course, now watching this dynamic more closely. And a lot of people around the world hold U.S. treasuries. So we're going to have to see. Hopefully, we can sort of bound the damage of this.